Hey guys, Sunday Slockers here. Today we're showing off the various turns. I'm not going to go into all these boxes. These boxes contain the turns and the borders for them, but I'm going to start with these ones here though. I'll probably open the turns. So this is a 1x30 box, and what a 1x30 is you know the turns that come in most of your starter set. So the sharp turn, this is that cut in half. So you can make like a 90-degree turn. And if you ordered the bank turn sets like the NASCAR sets, you didn't have these kind of sharp turns at all. But the cool thing about these turns is that okay, those are the inside borders. If you use the outside borders for them, I'm gonna put this away so I can get rid of that shadow. So the outside shoulders for 1x30. So if you these are like cut in half as well, right? Let's put them up to compare. But if you had any spares, if you had two spares of these will connect to the 1x60 just fine. So if you had two 1x30 outside shoulders, I know that they combine into the 1x60. So maybe you used one less or something, you can get an extra border out of this. That might be the case for these inside as well. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Besides that, we'll just go through the turns. I think, yeah. So here's the 1x60 turn. This is the turn most people got in their starter sets. I highly suggest getting something wider, but c'est la vie, it's your life. So here's one of the more popular turns. This is the 2x30. Now, I'd go as wide as you can, but if you want to have a decent amount of track on the table, most people are going to stick to using a ton of these. These are going to be, because they're wider than the 1x60, so you can go faster. You can look at my curved tier list video for more thoughts on that. Ooh, but they're a good turn, don't get me wrong. I was right the first time. As you can see here, I have an extra border. Some of these I kept. This is why I have to do stock once in a while, right? So that's the outside 2x30. So those are inside. I'm going to assume this is inside. What's this? Oh, inside for 2x30. Okay. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the bank turns on here yet. So these are just the flat turns. I should correct myself. Here's a 3x30. And you can see here, they're kind of longer, wider. They're not like separate. These are not the same as the 2x30. So let me just get this out so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. So this 3x30 turn is not the same as that 2x30 we just looked at. The 2x30 fits on the inside of this. So I don't want you guys thinking it's like a 1x30 over there and the 1x60. No, this 2x30 here, even though they both have 30 in their name, this is wider than the 2x30. This 3x30 here is wider than the 2x30. I actually do like the 3x30. I thought I wouldn't because it's not as flexible as the 4x15, which we're about to look at now. So here's, again, these are the flat turns. And the 4x15 is actually a fairly flexible turn. So the 4x15 is expensive, but you can see you're getting a lot with it. And I like this because you can kind of make like little swishes or slight turns. So the 3x30, it's a nice turn and everything, but because it's so together, you might want to consider getting these, especially if you want to spice up the course a bit, but you don't have too much room, because it's not like you have to use all of these together. Like they fit just fine by themselves in some courses. And let's see, just want to show off, not these. So there's something interesting about one of these things. Here it is. Look how thick these boxes are for the inside shoulders of the 4x15. Pretty crazy, huh? So my plan is to reorganize this. This is actually all going to go underneath the table. I'm keeping the borders with each turn. I'm going to keep the turns in orders to make them a lot easier to find for myself. So I will come back with some straight track on the table next. Hey guys, Sunday Slockers here. We have the extended sets and the straight packs out. So we'll start with extension set 1, which comes with some forced lane changing. So I recommend this mostly for people on analog who don't have these lane changers. We have this set, which is extension set 2, at least on my site. That's what I'm listing these as. So this comes with half curves. So your standard 1x60 longer. This is like a 1x60 cut in half. So you can use this to increase a straight length or fill in gaps of the track, and it has the benefit of having the 2 straights. Here's the most popular extension set. This is good for anybody, even if you're digital and not going to run these forced lane changers. The value on this is just really good. You get the chicane, the squeeze track, not the chicane, the squeeze track. And again, we have 2x30. So this is 2x30. So this set comes with a 1x30, and this set comes with 2x30. And these are actually just nice to have in general. They're like slightly wider, and they should work pretty well with the standard standard curves you guys already have. And here we have a pack of 2 straights, and sometimes, we have the pack of 4 straights over here, and the pack of 4 straight is really good bang for your buck. I think if you're going to be wanting to have some wider turns, this is the best value to get right here. But if you're just needing some straights, like, you need 2 more straights or something, obviously you get this. This is not the most cost-effective way, but it's still cheaper than the 4-pack. So, if you're in that position, this is what you might as well get. And then the 4-pack here, obviously, again, a really good way to getting straights. Okay, this is Sunday Slot Cars. So here we have some power taps. So this is for the Carrera Evolution Carrera Digital System. And this is to, if you find your cars are slowing down, or you're going to build like a permanent track and you don't want to risk having to go down to add power taps later, I suggest buying that. Pretty much you can get away with like a little bit of an expansion after a base set. So take a look at so about 30 feet of track is the amount you can have without needing power taps, assuming you don't have any like loose connections. Okay. So that's there. If you're just starting on slot cars, I wouldn't even worry about this. You're only going to get a pair of these if you are making a big track. Here we have the gap filler, and I learned pretty quickly. So these are 1/3 gaps. These are 1/4. So 1/4 are skinnier. This stuff can sell really quickly. Now, is this stuff like super fast selling? No, but you'll find that when a lot of people get into slot cars at this time of year, you always have a gap. You're always have an awkward thing to fill in. Or maybe for aesthetic reasons, they need to have the track come out just a little bit more. And so I always have a ton of these in stock. Actually, these are both kind of getting a little bit low, but I'm not going to order any more just for now. We do have extension sets that have some gap filler. And something to keep in mind, too, is the hairpin turn comes with like unique pieces, so it's actually like shorter than so the filler that comes with the hairpin turn is actually longer than this, but it's shorter than a standard straight. So that's something really interesting to keep in mind. We're going to keep going here.